Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and the sun rises once more over Red Sky Bay, and once more over our beautiful little patio set we've got going on here. Now, I've been thinking about this, and I really like having this patio here, but I also, if this is going to be the place for people to enter Red Sky Bay, I need to evaluate how this is going to appear from the nether side, right? Oh, hey, there's a free rotten meat. That's always nice. Oh, and good. These trees are coming in too. Oh, and it looks like we're getting some messages from our friends on the server. I've been having some weird skin issues. As you can tell, it looks like I've broken out into a different skin. Not sure what's going on with the skin servers today, but CubFan is greeting you, YouTube watchers. So, hello, howdy. How does CubFan start his videos? I think he starts them with, "Greetings, chaps. CubFan135 here. Greeting you as I always do, from Illinois, the loudest state." That's not a very good CubFan impression. It's not even close. But anyway, I'm pretty happy with how these additional trees are kind of forcing the attention of the visitors back into the heart of the bay. That is definitely good. But speaking about, like, attention, let's go real quick into the nether, and I'll show you what I'm a little worried about. So, if somebody comes down this path here, they are going to believe that the most important portal they could go through is this one that takes people to the mine, which is okay, but really, it's not where people really should be entering. This is more of a service entrance that I happen to use. And I thought initially I wanted to make this the primary entrance because you can kind of see the Red Sky Bay sign from it. But now, I'm kind of thinking this new patioed entrance needs the best. The absolute best. It needs to look like this is where you're supposed to come in here. And, one way to do that, I was going to say is to put more obsidian in the corners to make that look more important, but oh, hey, this sign takes you to ZF space. That's convenient. So just in case I ever accidentally get, false lost again, you can come this way. And does this also go to ZF space? No, this is a dead end. So we've got kind of some conflicting ideas here about what counts as ZF space. I might just close that up for right now. Yeah, there we go. So ZF's portal is here now. That kind of connects across via there. Oh, that's the point of that, is he's going to expand that out later. Boom, boom. Okay, yeah, this makes some sense. So in theory, ZF has like a plan to like mine out further one of these or something. But whatever. We'll let him figure that out for himself. And we will try not to walk directly into this lava in the meantime. I'm kind of tempted to set this up with some fancy glass here. So we still have that lava there, but nobody's in immediate peril, specifically me. That's the person I want to be in the least amount of peril. We need to decrease perilousness along every vector we possibly can. So, here's what I'm thinking. We've got kind of this idea already of having a ladder well down here to the old portal. And maybe I should just drop this entire portal down into the floor down here. And then have the other three be like tourist entrances. And this one be the service entrance. It's hard to say exactly what makes the most sense on stuff like that, but what I was thinking is maybe then I could create more of a radial pool here that would then have signs that would say this way to Pig Boat, right? And this way to Castle Ravenloft. So basically we drop this thing down entirely. And then, so maybe what we'd want to do is even move our ladder for accessing that further away. Because, this ladder was always going to be temporary anyway. So, ooh, this pickaxe is also in a little bit of a durability crunch. So, why don't we go ahead and visit the end and mend our pickaxe and our fancy Red Sky Airlines elytra, and then we will come back here and start working on some of this. Time skip. We have safely visited the end and replenished our pickaxe, as well as dropped off. Yeah, I grabbed some extra ender pearls just to have, so we're going to leave some of them here for later. I think getting them out of my offhand is probably a wise move. But, you know, anyway, now that I've got that Silk Touch pickaxe fixed, I can really start doing some, you know, more serious work on the way our Nether hub presents that portal. But let's see, I did want to talk about, while I was in the Nether, I was humming a little bit of Gilbert and Sullivan, and specifically their tune, Modern Major General from the Pirates of Penzance, one of their more famous musicals. So, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's a pretty old song. It's in the public domain. So you can actually find performances on YouTube and not be breaking the law. Yay. I'm wondering if I should move all of these furnaces somewhere else for right now. Because it seems like no matter where I move stuff, it always ends up being in my way. So I'm wary of how I'm going to do that without them immediately being in my way again. The most obvious way to do it is probably to put them, just put a furnace wall in here. Yeah, that sounds okay. Yeah, we'll put a nice little furnace wall in here. Uh-oh. Immediately running into problems, of course. Okay. But anyway, so Pirate of Penzance, Modern Major General. It's a song about a foolish man. It basically, he's singing about how he knows everything about everything, except for stuff that happened in the last century. So it's like, I am the very model of a modern major general. I have information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. So that internal rhyme of vegetable, animal, and mineral, a lot of people just give up on. So, like in the reboot parody of this, well, that I got lucky there, of this, they completely get rid of the internal rhyme in favor of like narrative focus. And in another parody, I am the very model of a singularitarian, they also kind of just don't really focus too much on that second line's internal rhyme, because the second line of that one is, I'm a combination transhuman immortalistic stropian. So, like, immortalistic stropian doesn't really rhyme, but it has the right kind of, it has the accent, or the stress is on the right syllables at least, which is nice. But, yeah, that one I think was originally written and performed by Charlie Cam, which you can also find on YouTube. But, that one I like, because it's like, I am the very model of a singularitarian. I'm combination transhuman immortalistic stropian. Aggressively, I'm changing all my body's biochemistry, because my body's heritage is obsolete genetically. Replacing all these cells each month this year just temporarily. The patterns of my brain and bodies where there's continuity. And then it goes on for a while like that. But, anyway, it's just kind of about how transhumanism and merging with machines will solve all of these problems for humanity. And whether you think that's a good idea or not, it's a good song. They did a good job with that parody. So I've been thinking about doing some sort of similar parody about Minecraft. Like, I am the very model of a modern Minecraft survivor. And it's just not... it doesn't... I don't know. It's a challenge. Like, I've Let's Plays mixing Redstone Wire, Hellfire, and MacGyver. And... I don't know, you gotta really get the stresses right, too. So you can't even say the words out loud without it sounding wrong, which is inconvenient. You have to sing it to get the stresses, to get everything to work. So it ends up being pretty complex. So anyway, yeah, in terms of what makes the song so difficult as well, not only do you have complex internal rhyme on that second line that's actually ends up being part of the refrain of the song. But you also have a whole bunch of like multi-syllabic rhymes. So the idea is that the guy is bragging about all these things that he's really good at or knowledgeable of. Like he could write his laundry list in Babylonic cuneiform. And then he rhymes that with some famous Roman's, I forget his name, like Calcatus's uniform. And it's like, and to describe every detail of Calcatus's uniform. I don't actually have the poem in front of me. I don't have any of this in front of me. I'm just like talking while I hit obsidian because that's how I roll. But anyway, so if you want to write a good parody of Pirates of Penzance, it needs to be boastful to capture the spirit of the original song. But it also has to it also has to have a certain element of, let's see, how do we want to even do this? It has to be like way showy. You can't just have like one syllable rhymes. You have to have rhymes that are at least as challenging as the ones from the original work, because otherwise it's kind of like, well, why are you even bothering? Like, you clearly don't understand what made this good. I'm also realizing that I should probably lower the obsidian by 1 block so it's at the carpet level. Otherwise, I'd have to introduce some sort of stairway element, which I'm not sure I'm keen to do. So now we've gone from destroying 16 obsidian blocks on camera to destroying 12 blocks on camera. But, you know, that's okay, because, I mean, we were already talking about the problems of, you know, making a parody of the Modern Major General. So, I mean, you guys are pretty much here or you're not. Like, I just accept this. But, like, yeah, one of the other things is that Modern Major General has certain places in the song where you have, like, a long syllable followed by kind of 2 short syllables, and in terms of, like, how they're stressed. And I don't know. Oh, you know what? I actually didn't need to break every single one of those. Wow, I'm really bad at Minecraft, guys. It turns out. So let's go ahead and grab these. Then we can just hop up 2 here, and then cover that with this. Okay, great. Yeah, this is gonna be alright. So, then we can just kind of swing back by up here, and pop over to there. So I think we need 1. Did I put... Oh no, I put an extra obsidian block there, didn't I? No, I didn't. Well, where did it go? Did I make it too tall on this one? That is it. It was too tall on that one. Okay, so, you know, you guys might be looking at this saying, Joe, this is a utility entrance. How big does it really need to be? Well, I don't know if you guys ever have gone to, like, a grocery store, but the main entrance is usually, like, 2 small doors. But then if you look at where the trucks come in, it's, like, gigantic doors. So there's no reason for the utility door to be tiny just because it's a utility door. This is how utility is achieved. Oh no, oh no. Okay. Almost had some sort of weird electric glitch there. So we're just gonna leave this ladder behind. Oh boy. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit this like so. Okay, so then it's kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, if I wanted to actually move this access point out from right here, the logical thing to do is actually going to be to maintain the ladder well here in relation to what's underneath, but to then dig over and upward. So I'm not sure how far over / upward we need to go. Let's go ahead and swing out this way. Whoops. And then You know, let's eat something before we die of heart failure. Heart failure is actually the #1 cause of death in Hermitcraft. Or Minecraft. Okay. Huh. Well, that doesn't actually help if I... Okay, so we're gonna put in some lighting nooks around here. Just to kind of give this a little more zazz. And then I think if we move this ladder here... Like, we should be very close. Yeah. Okay. So, except we need to go higher. So let's go ahead and continue this genuine, or general upward trend. Dang it. Immediately needing these blocks again. Okay. Now, in theory, if I've done this right, I should be above the glass now. Yes, excellent. So now I've got my service entrance kind of set up here. Whoops. Got broken glass, or missing glass pieces right there. And here as well. We can cover this up like so. So, this is all a start. Definitely not what you would consider like a big finish, but in terms of like partial work on, you know, forward-thinking goals, this creates a general sense of alignment with the future that I appreciate. And once we get some more white wool in here to expand this kind of center point into a more of a circle with 3 sides pointed out toward the different areas, it's going to be a lot better. Now, I'd love to hear about any materials or geometric suggestions you guys have. Fortunately, I'm recording this on my lunch break and I'm out of time for today, so I gotta get going. But anyway, yeah, this feels better, and it's about a bay, so this feels better. No, this feels redder. It feels skyer. I don't know. There's something there. We'll revisit it. Let's go ahead and just dump our extra materials into here. Whoops. Okay, great. Then that leaves us room to reclaim all these, so we're not logging out with empty ender chests or shulker boxes on the server. Yeah, there might be something we end up needing to do with this golden path. So if any of you guys are experts on Leto II or have thoughts on the golden path, feel free to leave those in the comments as well. So, yeah, this is gonna feel pretty welcoming. Let's go ahead and just run one walkthrough. So let's say that I'm Cub Fan. What is that? Apparently I've completed a challenge for eating a lot of chicken. I didn't know that I could do that, so that's good. Okay, this tunnel is an opportunity to visit Joe Hills' Red Sky Bay. Hey guys, I'm Cub Fan. I'm excited to visit Red Sky Bay. Let's go take a look. Okay, you got some glowing things here. I can't do a Cub Fan voice. That's the lesson that we have learned from this episode. But yeah, so you come in. This draws your eye forward. These 3 portals are all obviously welcoming. And, interestingly, the way that this path works, you actually can't even see this other service portal down here. I mean, it's still there. And actually, I could even dump that way lower or way higher up in the sky or something. But in the short term, I just think that kind of works. So, anyway. Oh, is that going to be directly in Cub Fan's flight path? Did I massively miscalculate this? Maybe everything I just did was a terrible idea. Whoa. Let's run this way. No, dang it. That was too far. So we go up to here. Yeah, if this portal is exactly in Cub Fan's flight path, I'm going to have to pull it. But no, it's off to the side, because his tunnel goes straight through here. Yeah, so that is actually not a problem at all. Excellent. Okay, great. Well, anyway then, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.